What up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. So look, I lost about 70 pounds during the first 6 months of my journey. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. In addition, I'm going to add some wisdom that I've learned over the past 10 years in this industry so that I can help you not make the same mistakes that I made, right? Because obviously losing 50 to 100 pounds in 6 months, it's a lot of work. So I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this in a way that's sustainable and in a way where you won't lose your freaking mind. If you're new to this channel, my name is Robert Brix Glover, and 11 years ago, I lost about 150 pounds. And on this channel, I give away all the jewels, all the wisdom, all the hacks, so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made, all right? So hit the like button right now, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And squad, make sure you download my free Healthy Eating for Dummies, the ultimate cheat sheet for weight loss. This is a free document that outlines all the hacks, all the tips, everything that you need to know in order to successfully navigate a weight loss journey. So take advantage of that right now. Click the link is in the description. All right, so listen, weight loss is 100 times easier when you keep things simple. Now, with the goal of losing 50 to 100 pounds in 6 months, simplicity is going to be vital. Here's a few key things that you need to understand and completely accept about your weight loss journey. The weight loss process is boring and repetitive. You have to accept and lean into the monotony of this process. If you're expecting to be entertained, if you're expecting to be stimulated the entire time, you are setting yourself up for failure. The next key point, the weight loss process is extremely messy. There's a lot of ups and downs. You're gonna be emotionally all over the place. Your energy levels are gonna be up and down. You're gonna be moody. You're gonna be motivated. You're gonna be demotivated. It's just a lot. It's very messy. So the more you mentally prepare to accept all of these ebbs and flows, the easier it will be for you to navigate. And the last key point that I need you to pound into your head, the weight loss process often is a very lonely process because you're not gonna have a bunch of people lining up to do the work that you're about to do. You're not gonna have a lot of people in your corner encouraging you to make healthy eating choices. Actually, it's gonna be a quite contrarian experience to that. You're gonna have a lot of people who are going to be triggered by you. There's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna be encouraging you to do things that gets you away from your goals. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts of this. So the first thing that you wanna do is set up your calorie tracking app. I personally like to use Lose It or MyFitnessPal, but there's hundreds of these apps online, so you can find which one that you like. Now, once you set up the app is gonna calculate your calorie requirements. This is key. All right, so once the app calculates how many calories you should be eating, next I want you to do some calculations to figure out how much protein you should be eating. So me personally, I recommend getting at least 0.75 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So that means if you weigh 300 pounds, you should be getting at least 225 grams of protein. All right, next, let's get into nutrition. You got to figure out what you're going to be eating, right? And if you want to lose weight fast, you have to focus on eating the right types of foods. Here's a list of foods, and I want you to screenshot this list. We're going to use this list in the next step where we make your grocery list. We've all heard this quote, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that could not be more true when it comes to weight loss, especially when you're trying to lose 50 to 100 pounds in less than 6 months. Planning is gonna be key. Planning with nutrition, planning with exercise. Okay, so first let's create your grocery list. But before we get into the actual creation of that grocery list, I want you to ask yourself, what's gonna be your eating pattern? Are you gonna eat 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day? Because it doesn't really matter how many times you eat. At the end of the day, it's about making sure that you're getting enough protein and getting enough calories. So you wanna choose an eating pattern that works for your schedule, that works for your preferences. Me personally, I eat 2 meals a day. 2 meals, 1 snack. But let's say for the purpose of this video, you're gonna eat 3 meals and 2 snacks. All right, so once you figure out what your eating pattern is gonna be, right? How many times per day you're gonna eat. Now I want you to think about how you're gonna get the amount of protein that you need, because getting the right amount of protein is gonna be extremely important. So back to the example of the 300-pound person who's trying to get 225 grams of protein per day. So for meal 1, I would try to get at least 60 grams of protein. I would eat things like egg whites, eggs, breakfast meat, Greek yogurt, and beans. Next, for snack 1, I would just drink a protein shake. Right? Try to get at least 20 grams of protein. Meal 2, I would do 2 turkey sandwiches with hummus and vegetables and a bag of high protein chips. So for snack 2, I want to get another 20 grams of protein, so I would eat a protein bar. And for meal 3, I want to get 60 grams of protein. I would eat about 12 ounces of fish, some vegetables, quinoa, and a side salad. Okay, so now that you understand how your meals are going to be structured throughout the day, you can make your list. Now I want you to section your list like this: proteins, dairies and dairy alternatives, grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, beverages, and condiments. So you want to have your list organized so you know exactly what you need based on the way you plan to eat every day. All right, so now let's talk about exercise. Now, if your plan is to lose 50 to 100 pounds in less than 6 months, here's how I would do it. I would go to the gym 5 days a week. I would do 1 active rest day and I would do 1 full rest day. Here's a breakdown. And as you can see, there's 3 full body days, there's 2 cardio and stretching days, there's 1 active rest day where I'm getting 10 to 15,000 steps, and 1 full rest day. I would take that full rest day on Sunday. If you need a workout program to follow, I do advise you grabbing my 12-week transformation jumpstart program. If you're watching this video right now, there's a discount code where you can get 20% off on the program. Take advantage of that right now. Now, after you plan your workouts, you wrote everything down, you bought the program. Next, I would actually put these workouts on my calendar. As you can see, I actually do this. I put every single one of my workouts on the calendar on the day, so it feels like an appointment. I go in the gym, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm ready to lock in. I'm telling you, that's a powerful hack right there. All right, so now that your nutrition is on point, you know how many calories you should be eating, you have your workouts scheduled and planned, let's talk about strategy for consistency, because this can be a lot. If you're trying to lose 50 to 100 pounds in less than 6 months, it's gonna require some intensity. So you gotta have a strategy to make sure that you don't burn out, to make sure that you don't run out of gas. So what I would do, and I would put this on my calendar as well, on Sundays or whatever day of the week that you choose, I would check in with myself. I would ask myself to rate my level of commitment on a scale of 1 to 10. And I would write this down in the same spot, whether it's in my journal or a note on my phone. I would keep record of my commitment level. So that way, if I notice that my commitment level is starting to drop, I can take my foot off the gas a little bit. And that means maybe I'm cutting back to maybe 3 or 4 days a week in the gym, or I may eat at maintenance for a little while just so that my mind and my body can recover, so that I can hit it hard again after I recover. You feel what I'm saying? So it's more of a strategic check-in with yourself to make sure that you're pacing yourself properly so that you could prevent burnout. All right, squad, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you take advantage of that discount for the 12-week Transformation Jumpstart program and download the cheat sheet, because that thing is powerful. There's a lot of great information there. All right, hit the like button. If you have any video requests, put them in the comment section below. And remember, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself, so evolve. Let's go, baby.